You're watching The Kate Fox Show. I'm Kate Fox, and today I am speaking with Christine Eifert. And Christine is the creator of Blondie's Not So Simple Syrups. And Christine, I want to talk about obviously these wonderful syrups, but I want to talk a little bit about you and what brought you here.
The pandemic brought me here.
Well, your day job is...
I bartend. So I bartended probably 8 shifts before the pandemic happened and down to none. So I had to figure out some sort of income. So I started with this.
So, but I mean, you started with not this many flavors.
No, I had 3. We went to a gun show the year prior, and it was a whiskey wagon that had like a cinnamon apple hot whiskey drink that they had to give out as they had to give it away because it was at a gun show and they can't sell alcohol. So I said I could totally do this, and then I never did it because I never do anything like that. And then the pandemic happened, and I started messing around with them. I had honey lemon, blueberry, and strawberry, I think, were the first 3. And then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
And you've been keeping busy from the second you started. And I'm trying to remember I know we tried lemon coconut, coconut pineapple, and a couple others that I'm not thinking of the names now. My kids, I mean, I love them. My kids love them.
Because you mix them with club sodas, coffees,
yes.
teas, booze.
So booze would, well now, speaking of booze, okay, so you have a couple of things that are, I feel, geared toward your adult crowd. You have the Bloody Olive, no, look, I'm mixing it up.
Dirty Olive.
Dirty Olive and the Bloody Blondie. So see, I'm mixing up the Dirty Olive and the Bloody Blondie. But what else do you have today? What do you have for people today to try?
Like seasonally, I have the caramel cinnamon, caramel apple cinnamon, the honey lemon. Those are really good for like even hot ciders if you have a company. Not even with alcohol. You can mix them with whiskey. You can mix them with tea. You can mix them with coffee. There's a peppermint that's good for everything as well. The berry ones, you could mix that with club soda. My friend of mine made ice cream with it. People have been marinating with the jalapeno ones, making barbecue sauces. So it went different avenues on me.
Which is a good thing, because when something that you has a very narrow focus and suddenly you've got this broad focus, that people can do anything with your stuff.
Yeah. The blueberry thyme, I did that for the meatball place in Farmingdale, and then I didn't know what, people are making salad dressings out of that because I don't know what you would do that.
But you know what, that's great because you can see what other people do with it, and then you have another venue for the things you created for, like I said, a smaller niche. Yep. So, okay, so your main income was as a bartender, though you've also done modeling.
Yep, pinup girl shoots.
Gorgeous. Just saying. But now we're kind of faced with your livelihood getting shut down again.
Yeah.
So now,
are we continue? Yeah, because Harbor Harvest in Huntington has me in his market, and he also has one in Norwalk, so they're in Connecticut as well.
Okay, where?
Norwalk. Oh, Harbor Harvest.
Harbor
Harvest.
Harvest.
Huntington, right on the water, and then he does boat trips back and forth and brings like merchandise back and forth. So he has my syrups are in his market in Norwalk as well, and some random restaurant over there. I just saw pictures of it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Billy Mira, and you are watching The Kate Fox Show.
Hi, I'm Christine from Blondie's Not So Simple Syrups, and I'm going to show you how to make a couple cocktails with my syrups today. So, I have candy cane syrup, I have strawberry syrup, and I also have chocolate cherry syrup. So, one of the things you can do with the candy cane, which is seasonal for parties and stuff, you can mix it with vanilla vodka, rim a glass with crushed up candy canes, and all you need is an ounce of the simple syrup, Put a little more, and you're good to go. So this one, you just need a little bit more ice, a little more vodka, and cheers on that one. Then we have, you could use the chocolate cherry syrup, and you can mix that with some Baileys. Bring the glass with some chocolate, put it in the freezer for a little bit. So some Baileys, some rum chata. I'm definitely drinking this one. And and the chocolate Blondie's Not So Simple syrup. An ounce of that as well. And that's a nice festive cocktail for the Christmas holidays. Then, if you would like to do shots at Screwball, and we finally figured out what to do with this stuff, you could do a shot of Screwball, and you could use the Blondie's Not So Simple strawberry syrup, and it tastes exactly like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that's really good and makes you warm. And those are a few cocktails that you can make with my syrups. I have about 40 different flavors, and we're good to go. So, cheers.
And we're back. And now, Christine, we're talking about, how you started and you have your products in the market in Huntington. You also have some restaurants that have been buying your
This
stuff?
is the meatball place. Harbor House in Northport Village has a specialty cocktail they were using it for. 7 Quarts in Northport as well. She has a specialty cocktail list of, I think, 5 of my flavors.
Really?
Yeah, and then she's going to have them for sale there as well.
Oh, that's great. So those are some good places to start. And now, it's funny because we have been trying to sit down or stand up and talk to each other for a while.
Right.
But you, out of this whole pandemic, you're one of the stories that I've really focused on because with nothing to do, you created this whole line. You've been interviewed by Newsday. You were interviewed by the Human Interest Story. Amy at the Human Interest Story, and I mean your art. You've been gaining speed in that regard. People have a lot of interest in what you did.
Right, because there's not really. I looked everywhere. There's not really many people doing this at all, if any. There's a market for this, which I wasn't expecting.
Well, that's a great thing because you started with a little thing and you have a huge market now. And now you've been doing the Northport Farmers Market, which just closed, correct?
Yeah, closed last Saturday.
But you're also, you're here in a pop-up shop. You've been setting up tables sometimes.
In my driveway. And actually, the pop-up shops are a thing now because of the pandemic.
Yes.
Which is good for me. Like the Northwood Farmers Market, I'd have like repeat customers like every Saturday, and they'd bring them as gifts to people and parties. Or Thanksgiving was a good one.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming.
And I try to do like flavors for the season, like around Halloween I did a pumpkin one, and I use that for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So like Christmas I have I'm gonna do a thyme. I have the it's like a candy cane, the peppermint. So I try to gear things towards the holidays now.
Which is good. And now if someone comes to you and says, you know what, I want to try, now I'm trying to think of some outrageous flavor and I can't even, something that you haven't done
yet. Like the dirty olive, that was a weird one. Like a man wanted it for his dirty martinis.
But it's brilliant.
And it doesn't taste like, and like it's sugar in it, and he didn't care. And I've been selling that, because it doesn't taste, it's not sweet. It's just very heavily olive flavor.
So instead of doing the actual olive brine,
right,
you take that instead.
Just use an ounce and then
dump it in your vodka.
Dirty, yeah.
And you're dirty already. Oh my God! I'm sorry. This is fun. I keep looking. In my head while we're talking. I keep looking and I'm like, oh, what is that flavor? Oh, what is that flavor? Because I'm shopping also. Oh, speaking of shopping, now you said you make gift
baskets. I have gift certificates as well, and you can contact me either right now on just Facebook and Instagram. I'm working on a website through Big Cartel, but like Facebook's under my name, or you can go on Blondie's Not So Simple Syrup, and same thing with Instagram.
And check them out. I mean, she's got some great stuff up there. You can get a better feel of what you can make.
I'm
And
coming up with a recipe book too, because not even just drinks, it for the food and stuff, but I have to gear towards the people that make the food. I need to know what they did with it, because you could put it, like my friend made ice cream with the cherry bomb and chutney and all this other stuff. She's a chef in one hand.
chutney. Chutney. That one's like, because you don't think of it.
No, not
So-
at all.
Okay, so now let me ask you something. Ideally, and we're kind of facing that shutdown again, but even if we don't, because you've taken yourself and you've broadened your horizons, ideally, where do you think you'd like to go with this line?
Oh, I want it to be in supermarkets and stuff, so maybe eventually I could retire somewhere.
Supermarkets.
In different states. Well, they're in Connecticut already somehow, but through Harvard. But yeah, I want it to be big.
Okay, so we want this to be big. So you can check out Christine's Facebook page. You can check out Blondie's Not So Simple Syrup Facebook page. Check out Instagram. If you're on Long Island, reach out to her.
And I'll deliver on Long Island.
So, and if you're not on Long Island, the shipping will work it out.
I delivered to Philadelphia.
What?
I nailed it. I'm like, I
Oh,
nailed
okay.
it. I'm like, I nailed it.
So it can go everywhere, and there aren't as many restrictions because it's not alcohol.
Right.
So you can ship it wherever. So I mean, really, check Christine out. Check her syrups out. It's when I first saw you doing this, I thought it was ingenious. I really did. And you jumped into a place where there's a hole, and nobody knew there was a hole.
Right, I didn't know either, honestly. Like, even with the logo, a friend of mine lives upstate.
Which is adorable.
Yeah, and I used like an emoji in the beginning, and I'm like, I need a real logo. And I go, just draw me a logo, and he came up with that logo, like this logo. Doug Hooch.
That logo.
Yes. Oh, and I have sweatshirts, and I have hats on backwater right now.
Oh, so you have merchandise too. Oh, we have merchandise too. So there's something for everyone. So Christine, I want to say thank you for talking to me.
Oh, thank you.
And if I've forgotten anything, you can tell me now, or if there's something you think of later, we can always post it up for you anyway.
Okay.
We're good? Did
I'm
we
good,
cover
I think.
anything?
I think we covered it all.
Check her out, place an order. If you see where she's gonna be, if you're local, come on out and buy some stuff. In my household, I love the stuff. My kids love it even more. They fight with each other. My daughter actually took the one to college when we took her back. She had to fight her brother for it. She was like, no, I'm taking this with me. I like it better.
Yeah,
So
see?
just
Good.
so, but really try it out, please.
And one bottle lasts a while, because you just need about an
Well,
ounce
you
per
also
drink.
now.
These are bigger bottles, but yeah, these are a little bit more. But this is for like restaurants and stuff. I also
Okay.
have squeeze bottles for restaurants because it's easier to make drinks.
Oh,
I did a wedding a couple weeks ago, and I bought my syrups because there was no mixers there, so I bought my syrups. But,
I knew there was more to tell.
Yeah, there's more stuff. But yeah, the squeeze bottles are easy for bartenders because then you just ration the ounce. That's good.
Oh, so also, if you're thinking, hey, I might be able to use this, but how do I? We might have some ideas for you. So that's what we're going to do. Check her out. Check out her products. Christine, thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
to me.
Thank you so much.
Christine Eifert.